Good now, everyone. I hope this broadcast finds you well. My name is Artorius Winchester, Scholar of the Dreaming Glade, and welcome back to a bit of Lobotomy Corporation. It's been a couple of weeks since our last little session, and I'd love to say in that time that I'd done the things I'd promised, like grinding out that armor from the music man. I've forgotten his name, the big Aleph with like the 4 phases. I have not done this. I have been busy with other things, and I apologize for this. I will also not be doing it as part of today's stream, because another little disclaimer and thing I guess I have to apologize for. Not that I like starting stream with a raft of apologies, but one thing I will say is that this stream, obviously, the main goal of it for today is facing down this midnight ordeal, getting Gabura's last quest kind of ticked off. Once I've done that, however, I might just call stream there. I think, obviously we're gonna have to memory repo and then get to a point where we see a midnight ordeal and then do that. I'm not sure at what point midnight ordeals start, happening, so there might be a couple of days in there. But yeah, I know Lobotomy Corp streams tend to run a bit longer anyway. But I think if possible for me today, I'd like to keep this one, not too short, but a little on the shorter side. Purely because I'd like to say it's because I've been, busy, and to be fair, I have been kind of busy. But also, I've been to bed at, past midnight, 3 or 4 times this week already, and I'm just knackered. But I know, obviously, a lot of people have been hanging around my channel, waiting for the next kind of Lobotomy Corp stream, and a lot of people have been really enjoying it, so I felt I owed it to you to, give you a bit of an update on where we were, and, play a little bit more right now, because at the end of the day, I'm still enjoying the game. It's just, I feel like it's one of those games where occasionally I just need a bit of a little bit of a mental reset to refocus myself, not get bogged down in all, the little minutiae of the different abnormalities. I think that's why it wasn't on the stream schedule either last week or the week. No, I didn't do many. Well, it wasn't on the stream schedule last week, so there wasn't any schedule, really. But the week before, I was like, I'll take a little break. But yeah, we're back now, and we'll be back again with a kind of more full version, probably getting into meltdowns if we're, if tonight goes well, in a couple of weeks' time. Because, again, I'll be off streams next week, because I'll be out of, I will have no power, as it were. Well, I'm pretty sure I'll have very limited amounts of power anyway. Well, anyway, I'm gonna hop straight into this. So, this, I believe, whatever it is now, we're just gonna memory repo. Maybe I'll see how close I am to at least the armor for this, this dude that we're looking at. What are you called? Silent Orchestra, that's it. And, yeah, we need, another 100. I wouldn't mind if it was just a case of, you just gotta work with them a bunch, but the fact that you have to get exactly, neutral results, each time, or you have to fight him, a billion times, it's just, that's a lot of work to go through, man, for armor that's... It's not bad, don't get me wrong, but, you compare, 0.5, 0.2, 0.5, 1.5 with, let's say... 0.4s across the board and a 0.1 impale, or even, 0.2, 0.5, 0.51. It's, not quite as impressive. This, this white damage weapon, I'm sure it does something fantastic as well, which justifies its 222 cost, but that's even more work to get. So, I'm firmly in the camp of just saying, make sure we've got everything that we need from all of these, like this extra gun. And then, just saying, fuck it, we memory repo here. Oops, I didn't mean to hit retry. I was... oh, today's stream's gonna go well, ladies and gents. I am hitting all the wrong buttons already. Whew. Well, it's fine. This is why we're hunkering down. Okay, complete a midnight ordeal. Great to the midnight, but obviously we don't want to do that now because we've lost, all of our training department, essentially. So we're going to rewind to memory repository. And we're going to pick things up from there. Or see what we can pick up from there. Because, you know, at the very least, this gives us a chance to check out some newer abnormalities as well. I guess the bird is going to be a constant. Because that's the first one we picked. But, like, the other two, you know. Oh, Greatest Ordeal Midnight. Okay, so we can just tackle a Midnight straight from here, then. Okay, so maybe I'll do, like, a Midnight Ordeal, and then we'll memory repo and do just, like, a couple of days or something. I don't really want to get... Okay, we're going to need to be past day 37 to get into core suppressions. So that's something we've got to do. But yeah, okay, so can we just put, like... Interesting. So who goes down there? How did I have this configured before, actually? Because you lot... I guess I hired, like, a bunch of new people. Probably what happened. Yeah, okay, so let's unassign everyone currently from training. Kim, why have you got, like... Oh, you probably died, that's why you've got nothing. Same with Mwelenom. Ah, I see. You're the only two who died? I mean, I'm genuinely impressed. Okay, well, in which case... Tasha, Cedric, and Haru, being the warriors, can go to disciplinary. Kim, you can go to welfare. I need to do a little bit of armor reassignment, it seems. What else have we got in this department? White damage, red damage, black damage. Damn, we're actually quite balanced. So, Mwelenom can really take whatever. But before I do that, I need to hit up the ego list. Have a look. Like, maybe before I took them off there, I should have checked how their stats were doing. 5-4, probably 5, probably 5. Okay, yeah, you're actually absolutely fine. And you've got 5-5, maybe a 4-5. So you're also fine. Well, it doesn't make a huge amount of difference what we do here. Ooh. Fancy new red weapons going on. And there's got to be, like, a decent set of armor, right? Yeah, we've got Amateur, we've got Feather of Honor. This is maybe where we want to do, like, a full reassign of this as well, actually. I'm digging that. Maybe I want to do a full reassign of everyone's gear. At least, okay, not Control, because that's a really good pale weapon. That's a really good black weapon. That's an Aleph white. That's an Aleph red. So, unless there's anything, like, outstanding here. Like, there's another Aleph red. There's an Aleph... sorry, not an Aleph red. There's a war red. There's a war black, but... Meh. Yeah, there is another black swan hanging about, actually, apparently. And then, yeah, we don't really want anyone on much of this stuff. Okay. So, I think, yeah, we go department by department, and maybe we try and... Maybe not fully reassign, but we definitely see what kind of, like, balances we're looking at. Excuse the fact my mouse is still, like, double-clicking all over the place. Because if we have if we have these good ego suits, we should be using them. So this is weak to white. So what I'm going to say is that you're, like, honestly wearing kind of... Yeah, it's not, like, terrible, but I'd hesitate to call it good. So we've got a weak to white and weak to black here. I think, like, we should have someone in each department with, like, some of these on. Obviously, Cedric on the fucking Letitia, which is absolutely goated as a set of armor. You're kind of already weak to white. Although, that is Black Swan, so it's like... I say we double down on that. And then... Kim, sure. You're also weak to white, so instead of having all of you be that in the same department, we'll make you weak to black instead. And then... kind of weak to red, but, like, that's already, like, Katya's deal, so do a bit of that as well. Yeah, that makes a kind of sense to me. Kim, you still need a weapon of some sort. Your department has white and red, so, like, something in the black range of things would be good. That isn't, like, Magic Bullet. Maybe you can take a Black Swan. I'm willing to take take a gamble on that. And then our other person, let's see, Melanom, we've got, I wouldn't say it matters, like, a zero amount on, like, what Melanom wears here, but, like, something decent wouldn't be bad. What are we looking at here? That's really good red resist and white resist with a bit of, like, okay, yeah, it's not terrible. This is black and red resist. Okay, sure. I feel like someone should have this who's wearing, like, some kind of crap, but I don't think we have much crap on people, to be fair. Like, maybe one of these guys is wearing, like, or a couple of these guys. What have you got on, actually? What's this headgear? Like, oh. HP minus 1, SP minus 1, success rate plus 10 work speed. Okay. You know what? I don't hate putting two of these guys in the bling carrot outfits, actually. And then that leaves Melanom to take something along here. I think that logging, maybe? Sure, we'll put her in the logging stuff. And give her, let's see, white, red, black. So, whatever we want, really. Details. Okay. Sure, you can have big old red weapon. And then is there any other weapons that we really want to dole out? Yes, they're like super is, so we've got red weapons currently. We've got actually got black, white, black here. Hey, Haru, what are you actually doing with this though? Like, you've got 93 plus 10 justice and I'm giving you a sanity stick? Like, what's going on with that? We need to get you something better. And then we have, okay, you do have red here, Katya, but like, it's kind of tragically dog shit, so we're going to give you... As soon as my mouse wants to behave, hello. Stupid bloody thing. Give me mouse and keyboard, as it turns out. My setup is falling apart. If they've been rift to the Necrodancer streams, I need to go by, because my keyboard keys are sticking. My bling, what you call it? Mouse is double-clicking. There's a song in there somewhere, but I am not the lyricist to be able to find it. Okay, it's not a full reassign, but we've got something going here. I do feel like maybe I need someone who's got a bit more of an all-star factor on this. Good afternoon, I'm still doing math, but with help. Ah, hi there, Sinclair. Nice to see you. I hope the maths properly for you. Okay. Doing story problems my favorites. Can't say I've heard of them. What are we looking at? Yeah, sorry, yeah. No, I think we're good on the reassign there, except we do need to put someone in training. Let's just hire a fucking goblin to go in training, honestly, because we don't really care. Tatiana? That is not Titania, it's Tatiana. We're hiring you. You can sit here. Like, this is literally just to have someone in training. I don't think anything here is really going to break out that we care about. In fact, nothing here will break out, at least for meltdowns. Alright, let's go. So, Midnight Ordeal, which I'm told that we can get now by the game. So this is just a case of speeding through some PE boxes. So let's try and strengthen some people's stats, I guess. Although we do have to be careful with our ailifs, obviously. We want someone who kind of resists white here. Is anyone in the entire, like, I mean, aside from you, anyone in the entire facility actually need, like, insight? I guess Paulinus wouldn't mind it. It's kind of a risk, but... And then nothing there, you just don't fuck around with. You just send, who is it? I think it's, yeah, you just send Christopher down to there. Problems told in the story and you need to get the numbers from that. Ah, okay. Right. Oh, we've got the rabbits as well, actually. That could really help with the midnight ordeal. I totally forgot we had them. Right, Big Bad Wolf. Sure, Rogan, you can go. Well, you don't really resist red, is the issue. But, fuck it, sure. Someone can go and work repression, like... Lorenz can go there, sure. What do you like again? Like anything that isn't attachment. So Cedric, you can go get your health up there. You're an instinct liker, so we'll get Igor to go in there. Yin, I seem to remember you liking like insight or okay, insight or actually anything that isn't attachment again. So London, why not? You can go there. I don't think we hugely care about like anything else. Like then, like I'm just working my wars and aelifs. Kind of what you call it? Yeah, I'm just working my wars and aelifs. Sorry, I'm that's why 36 easy. That's part one that goes to 1180x, 125y, 27,710. Baldness has gone mad. Okay, that's not ideal. Hold on, I need to stop juggling multiple things. Hey, Baldness, can you like stop hitting people? Right, hang on, I've got to go and send everyone with a white weapon. Also turns out that might have been a bad move. Right. Because now I'm like one down on a... Oh, yeah. Ugh. I hate math. I was a fan of it myself back in the day. Right, okay. I think it's also probably apropos at this point that what was I going to say the rest of that sentence? Oh, I hate it when that happens, when it just completely escapes you. Right, let's go here. Let's send you to... I'll probably get away with another one of them. I think we have to, like, the sad fact of the matter is we kind of have to send Eden down here. If we're going to work with this Aleph. And then... Firebird's heating up, which is kind of an issue. Cedric was apparently on Dream of a Black Swan. On what? I'm not entirely sure. I can in fact read the text and that'll tell me. Instinct. Instinct, really? Okay. Fair enough. I shan't complain. Huh. Yeah. Okay, this will trigger a meltdown, actually. Oh, no, it won't. It won't quite. Okay. Huh. Right. Sorry, I've been a bit quiet. I'm just like, I'm just retaking all of this in. I'm just trying to find, oh god, you've lost your legs. Okay. That's couple of things down. Sure, it'll be fine. Sure, it'll be fine. Who needs repression worked on? Right. Okay. All those big numbers, guess what it boils down to? Well, I assume you just divide the other two by 125 and it drops out simply from there, but I haven't got the numbers on me at the minute. Also, on the subject of, kind of, maths like this, kind of, well, I guess apropos of nothing, shall we say, just, not sure what level this is at, but I just wanted to give a friendly reminder to everyone watching, as per, you know, stream rules in my description and all that. X equals 22, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I just want to give everyone a quick reminder. Streams are 18 plus places here. Just want to throw that one out there. Right. One-eyed woodsman. Oh, I don't want to have to work with you. You suck. Right. Okay, you I do definitely need to work with, though. Right, there we go. Oh, punishing bird. Okay, yeah, no, we don't care. It's like the one we really don't care about. And I also don't really care much about letting warm-hearted woodsman melt, because I suppose actually it's like, it's free attachment training for whoever goes up to it. So, who needs it? Courtney, sure, go there, if you can make it still. 18 plus, I'll be back in a few months. Yeah. I do apologize for that, but yeah, I was just swinging out the maths. I was like, that sounds like schoolwork, and that, you know, that doesn't sit with me right. I just like the freedom to be able to talk about 18 plus topics without having any like minors in chat. I know it's, you know, like, I'm gonna be a stickler for the rules about this one. You know, there's no really ifs or buts about it. Hello, hi there, Antipixel. Nice to see you. Oh, I hope you're doing well. Yeah. I wound up buying Necrodancer today. Good choice, so thanks. Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it for sure. Like I say, I think God, it's one of those games where it's like, damn, I really want to like give that another go at some point, and I just like don't find the time for it, annoyingly. But yeah, no, I'd be super down to, because I play a bit more of that off stream, I think. Also, I apologize if I sound like I'm a bit stuttery and all that today. Like I was explaining in the kind of pre-stream, through a fault, you know, no one's fault but my own. Well, from an energetic rhythm game to a slow management sim. Hang on. Big and will be bad. I've forgotten. I need to stop juggling so many different plates a second. But yeah, sorry. As I was getting through, I'm getting through like halfway through about 4 different thoughts here and then falling apart. Okay, you need to go there, I think. I think Cedric was doing this here. We don't really want to mess with Firebird because it's kind of a pain if it breaks out. Yin, sure. Someone work Justice here. Like, we'll take, I don't know, Oliver, I guess. Ooh. But yeah, sorry, excuse me. But yeah, Sinclair, with the greatest respect, if you are under 18, you shouldn't be here. So, Like, yeah, if you, I don't like, you know, I don't feel like I'm putting down the boot too hard here, but I do have to enforce this stuff, so, like, it's an 18 plus space for a reason. I can't make exceptions to that. Like, if you're under 18, don't be here. So that's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, I'm trying to phrase this in a way that doesn't sound harsh, or too harsh, but don't do it, man. Ooh. Other than that, though, where were we with all this? I agree, 18 plus is a pretty hard line with most stuff for a reason. Thank you, Antipixel, yeah. Like I say, I don't want to... I don't really care, but if you don't recommend me here, then I'll... if you don't recommend me here, then I'll see myself out. Yeah, I know I'm not, like, the most, like, overtly, like, you know, talking about sex and drugs all the time thing, but it's more for my own personal comfort, because, you know, I want the freedom to, you know, go into those topics and be like, well, I said it was an 18 plus space, so, you know, it's fine. But yeah, if you wouldn't mind, Sinclair, that would be much appreciated. And then if you, like I say, if you're over 18 in a couple of months anytime, you know, feel free to come back then, and we'll both be better off for it. But as for now, I can't have people just saying, oh, hey, I'm under 18 in my chat and me letting that slide. It's like, no, get out. In the nicest possible way, with the most amount of respect, please leave. Because it makes me uncomfortable. Right. I'll be back in like 5 months. Fair enough. If you're over 18 in like 5 months, not an issue with that. Remember, the middle never forgets. I'll hold you to that. I'll hold you to that. Yeah, no, sorry about that. I guess for everyone, you know, like it's yeah, see if again, never forget the main part. Yeah, for sure. And yeah, sorry about that to everyone else. Like I say, it's just not something I you know, there's a reason I put that, you know, strictly 18 plus space rule there. Because I want to be able to dive off into whatever, you know, topic of conversation I want, really. Amongst other things, you know, a lot of my streams are, you know, well, not a lot of my streams, but I do, you know, obviously my talking about alcohol and mixing cocktail streams, which definitely doesn't feel like a space that, you know, like minors should be in. Because that's all, you know, that's all boozing and cruising, as it were. You know, I'm not, like, incredibly graphic or anything, but I just, you know, there's just a lot less problems if, like, kids aren't here. Even if it is like, oh, well, I'm only a few months off. It's like, no. Under 18 is the hard line. There's a rule. We have a standard here. We're going to keep to it. And but at the same time, I'm going to want to try and not sound like I'm being a dick about it. Because at the end of the day, you know, the kids don't deserve to have people be dicks to them. But this is not the space for them. I was in there right before I turned 18, and yeah, I can agree it's cooler after. Yeah, see, there we go. Didn't feel them really before. Oh, I assume you're talking like drinks here, Antipixel? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Obviously, no idea where the legal drinking age where you are is. Yeah, I honestly didn't drink a lot till like a lot later in my life. I don't think I managed to avoid drinking mainly until I was like 22, I want to say? Something like that. Anyway, sorry, I should probably also issue a new round of jobs as opposed to just sitting here, like, shooting the shit, as it were. But yeah, no, I think I was definitely, like, you know, into my 20s before I started drinking properly. Because I'd had a couple of experiences drinking, you know, while in my teens, and it was just like, meh. You know, not a fan. And then I started doing it properly. You know, with a little bit of research put behind it, and I was like, oh, this is actually dope. I guess that's a bit of arty lore for you. Well, not the drinks. It's just a topic that you were legally not allowed to have experience in to talk from. So you can't feel kind of singled out and faking it. Oh. Oh, I see. Right, so you did that stuff when you were younger, but you're not now. Right. No, I'm with you. No, okay, yeah. That's fair. It's an interesting perspective as well, because obviously, you know, people have done that, and it's, you know, whatever. I'll do my best. See, 18 plus dot pick spaces are better at that age. As long as that age is 18 plus, at least in this case. We're all good, yeah. Again, like, apologies if I feel like I'm leading you around in circles here a bit. Like I say, my brain is processing a lot right now, you could say. Well, it's not even processing a lot, it's more that, like, it's processing the same amount as normal, but the bandwidth is about a third of what it normally is. Because, God, I need to stop going to bed at gone midnight. Like, what am I fucking doing? Well, anyway, we digress. Let's get back to some Lobotomy Corp type stuff, shall we? I haven't set anyone to work with the wolf. Rogan, go cuddle it. And then hopefully that, means, what you call it, talking about sleep, now I don't feel like I'm off-topping too hard. Hell yeah. And like I say, you know, don't feel too bad about, like, you know, off-topping and that, because, like, you know, I do like chatting with my chat, you know. It's a nice experience. It's part of the reason why I stream. I fell asleep for 3 hours and just woke up. Holy God. Okay, that, I know I said I was sleeping badly, but even when I went to go to bed at, like, midnight 1, I still got up at, like, 7:30. And that knackers me. As for what you do on 3 hours sleep, I think, you're gonna have to be powered entirely by, like, cans of energy drink and prayer. Because that's, I could not do that. Oh, hey, an ordeal. Could you lot go and pick that up for me, please? See, disciplinary I've got theirs up there. I usually sleep 1 to 8, so how do you make this work? Yeah, 1 to 8 isn't too far off of what I normally do, to be fair. Like, I'm trying to get a bit more, because it's, like, better for me. But, yeah, I don't know how you make 3 hours. I think the answer is you don't make 3 hours of sleep work. Do I go back to sleep? Stay up for a bit? I mean, whatever you can afford. The danger of, going back to sleep, I guess. Yeah, 3 hours is no longer, yeah. 3 hours is an, I just meant to go for, like, a half-hour nap, and then I got up 3 hours later, and I'm incredibly disorientated. In my experience. Because I've done that before. I've got to, you know, about 4 PM in a day and been like, I'll just put my head down till, like, 4:30, 5, and then got up at 8 and just gone, fuck. Like, I've been there, I've done that. But yeah, like, it's awkward because, like, you're really kind of playing Russian roulette with your schedule for that day. At that point, it's like, okay, am I going to try and, like, claim my other 5 hours of sleep that I normally need? Or at least, you know, some of it. And still be on time to when I have to be, like, later that day. Or am I just going to tank it? I meant to lie down in bed for 15 and then go to driving school, so I missed that too. Oh, no! Oh. It's truly, we are cursed beings. Also, hi there, Current Dreamer. Nice to see you. Little wave there in chat. I hope you're doing well. God, yeah. I don't think I've ever, like, to be fair, like, missed something. I'm in finals exam prep phase, so I have no schedule to oblige, luckily. Okay. But I want a functional one. Yeah, definitely getting into the habit of getting a functional one because, like, things work a lot better when you have a decent, like, sleep schedule. Which I know sounds very obvious. But, like, excuse me, like, tired brain is trying to think of a way to phrase this, but I always feel like I'm, again, maybe this is also obvious, but like, I always feel like I'm way more motivated to do stuff and I can do a lot of my better work, you know. Even if I don't feel tired, I'll always feel a bit more, like, grouchy or be a bit more like, fuck it. You know, if I'm haven't had a couple of good nights sleep in the tank. Like, it's kind of why I'm feeling now, like, because I'm getting to the point where You know, I was considering maybe grinding for that Aleph thing today, and I was just like, no. Just like, no, I'm not doing it. I've got work to do, and then I've got some other stuff to do with the house, and then, you know, and then I let out the most. In fact, I didn't even tell you guys about this earlier, actually, but I was just setting up for stream. Wake up earlier. The Japanese friends will be online for longer. Maybe it's time for 2 a.m. wake up time. Oh, God. I mean, yeah. Like I say, I guess if you're just coming out of college or whatever, you can. You know, that's the time to have that kind of sleep schedule. I do it occasionally at my ripe old age for my American friends, but I regret it immensely basically almost every time. Not because I don't enjoy spending time with them, mind you, but because, dear God, I cannot handle going to bed at like 4 or 5 in the morning. It's just not how anything works for me. Who needs justice training here? I think Orga does. But yeah. Do you like, when you say Japanese friends, Antipixel, do you like, speak any? Or are you just kind of like, they just happen to live in Japan, but they're like speaking English? I'm gonna lie in bed and sleep when my body tells me to and see what it wants. Simple. I had a friend who did this, back when I was in university. He like completely disassociated the concepts of like daylight, sleep, and also food. So there were times where I would just come down at like 2 or 3 in the morning, and this man would be cooking a full Sunday roast. And I'd just be like, huh? I remember one of the funniest things, actually. It was like I was coming back from a concert early in the morning, and for some reason we lived in a shared house at the time, and for some reason my key was like getting like stuck at our front door. And it was like, you know, like say 2 or 3 in the morning. It's like, well, I can't ring the bell and wake everyone up. So I'm just going to go like around the back, which is where our kitchen is, like near the back door. And see if I can use my back door key. So like, you know, I clambered over this fence, shuffled my way around to the back door. And for whatever reason, like maybe I was just tired and I wasn't putting the keys in properly. The back door key also fucked. So, but like I looked in and I saw my friend like literally just cooking up this roast. And then he fucking turns around to the back door where, as far as he's concerned, there shouldn't be anyone. And then there's just my fucking pale-ass mug just, like, pressed against the door. And he fucking shat himself. And it's the funniest thing I've ever done. Oh, it's just... God, it lives so fondly in my head, that one. And it's him just there, you know, fucking 2 in the morning, like, you know, Yorkshire puddings and, like, you know, gammon and whatever else, like, veggies on the go. And he has to just fucking, like... not fling the fucking pan he's holding at me. Just like, oh, the fucking ghost too. Oh, yeah, no, like that. Like I say, I was feeling a bit low energy, you know, obviously because it was that early in the morning before then, and that perked me right the fuck up before I went to bed. And also, you know, he saw me and let me in, which is nice. He was just like, what the fuck are you doing there? It's like, the keys don't work. Do you want to work with nothing there again? I feel like working with nothing there again is a trap, actually. Because we're not... I realize we're working with all these Alephs and that. We don't need to. We're not trying to hit quota. We're just trying to fucking push these. So actually, we should just be sending, like, anyone to do, like, whatever dog shit. If I have to rate myself, I'm like a low JLPT N4. My reading is a good amount better than speaking because it's hard to practice. Yes! Okay. Thank you, Antipixel. You get it. I mean, I'm not sure when you started. I, like, started really kind of, like, near the... Well, I did a couple of years of, like, courses. You know, just, like, a little kind of couple of hours on a Saturday type thing. So nothing, you know, too strenuous. I have no idea what any of these guys like. I'm literally just sending people. But yeah, I did, like, a couple of years, like, up until about the start of the pandemic. And then I started really knuckling down and, you know, learning properly. And the thing about, you know, learning in the pandemic... earlier message, you missed it. Oh, sorry, what did I miss again? I've lost the thread there. But yeah, no, like what I found about like oh, maybe this is when you started Japanese. Yeah, I apologize. I missed that. Hold on. No, I see it now. Okay, I've been studying for 600 days. Oh, 600 days. I'm going to Japan in late June. I'll have some degree of English, both at convenience, when I explode from an interjection. Right, I see. Okay. Yeah, no, sorry, I did completely miss that. So 600 days, that's what, like, just under 2 years? Which is, honestly, for getting, like, N4 in that, like, as I say, I've been going since the start of the pandemic, and I'm not sure I would call myself, N4, because, like, I can read pretty well. You know, I've done a lot of, like, you know, studying of kanji and that, because when you learn the pandemic and you have fuck all, you know, people who speak the language to talk to, the one thing you can do is read and, like, maybe listen if, you know, you're into Hololive, which, you know, it comes as a surprise to no one. Of course I fucking was. So there's that. But, like, my actual speaking and writing, like, my ability to, okay, it's just Punishing Bird. Stop fucking scaring me, Gavura. But yeah, my actual ability to, like, turn English sentences into, okay, how would I say this in Japanese, is so much fucking harder for me. Or even, like, in actual spoken conversation, I think. Because I'll get to, like, a point in someone speaking Japanese to me, and I'll be like, oh, what's that word? Oh, it means, hold on, I know this. Oh yeah, that means, that's, like, tsukue, that means desk or table. By which point, like, by the time I've remembered that, someone's, like, 3 paragraphs on, expecting an answer, and I have to just go there and, like, yeah, I'm sorry, I know you said table, like, 5 minutes ago. Other than that, I completely lost you. Oh. GLPT is just a guideline, but it's standardized. You can prep for it or think you're worse than you are. I prefer rating, separate aspects. I really should do some, like, JLPT stuff. I think. Because I'd like the official qualifications. I've never really, like, sat down and, like, done them before. Isn't it tsukue or tsukae? I forgot myself. I believe it's tsukue. I'm like pretty sure. I do know the kanji of it as well, but like I'm not. Hold on, I'm gonna. Is there a spare tab I can have open where I can? Hold on, we're doing this because I think the. Ooh, that's a D, not an S. Yeah, there we are. It's tsukue, and it looks like I'll drop it in the restream chat. Why not? There we are. Oh, that just comes up as restream. Neat. Well, yeah. And then it delivers it to both. Okay, I'm never using the fucking restream chat again. I'm just replying. Well, hey, there's something I haven't done before. Try to use that. But yeah, it's tsukue and the kanji looks like that for desk. I did have to just type in tsukue, and then I was like, yeah, okay, that's like roughly what I looked like. And would I be able to reproduce that kanji without looking it up? Like, probably not, but I know the rough shape of it, that if I saw it, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's the one for desk. Anyway, sorry, I am just yapping at the minute. Which, again, is good. I like, you know, I think it's something I, you know, in my 2 and a bit years of streaming, I maybe have had a lot of practice at kind of like, why are you two here? Get back in the containment. Yeah, it's actually a lot of people are in some random places. I apparently didn't recall everyone. It's about a lot of practice, just kind of like, you know, kind of doing the let's playing, you know, monologuing to myself type thing. But I enjoy, why haven't I had people working with Letitia, actually? She's dope. Oh, because she gives people weird shit. Okay, yeah, there is that. Yeah, but a lot of practice at the kind of the let's playing, you know, monologuing to myself thing, but a bit less, you know, actually talking to, like, people in chat. And it's good, you know, because it's good to get that, you know, kind of experience. And also, it's just nice to chat to people, because you get all sorts, you know, like, I'm going to get all sorts of, you know, viewpoints and experiences that, like, I've never, I've never would have had in my lifetime. And that's cool as shit, honestly, you know. The internet as a means of communication is a wonderful thing when it's not busy being corporatized out the arse, but that's a separate matter entirely. I'm not bitter about the recent news about Discord at all. It's fine. What do you like, Letitia? You like attachment. Got it. Kim, go and console the child. Other than that, right, let's go and send Eden to work you, and then someone to just do repression on you, because, like, why not? Get that justice up. We really got, like, okay, Central Command who needs all the lean stats tweaking up apparently, so we can do that. And then, like I say, we need to stop being quite so prissy on, you know, what we're doing here. I've just realized I've only got one Zayin, like, actual abnormality that isn't a tool. That's kind of wild. Like, everything else is at least Teth. Huh. What a world we live in, I suppose. Do you like... Oh, you don't like... Okay. Do you both like attachment? Is that your thing? Yeah, you both like attachment. Cool. In which case, Courtney go here, and... Like, I mean... With the stats we've got, it really shouldn't matter, so I should just pick, like, any one from information. Do you like insight? You can hack insight, cool. We'll go there, then. And you also like both of those, so we'll take someone else from information. Paul and us can go there. Right. But we can agree on one thing with Japanese. Kanji o kaite koto ga... not sure about that one. Mendokusai yo ne? Okay, I feel really nerdy typing that. Ooh, would like to try the... Also, sorry, I've just realized my restream chat's being slow to update. Do apologies. But yeah, okay, I've got... Let's see. 3 out of 4 the kanji in that. Ooh, would like to try the JLPT if I ever get that far in Japanese. Currently learning multiple languages. Also, hi, Artie, sorry for going off topic. Currently lurking right now. Totally fair enough, Mimi. Thank you very much for stopping by. And yeah, I think I get the general sentiment of that. Is that, yeah, Antipixel, writing kanji is a pain in the fucking ass. I mean, you put it in politer terms there. But I believe that's the general spirit of the message. Out of interest, well, you got, like, kaite kotoga... What's the, That is a big superlative. I think it's super mega, it's casual. Oh, so it's like kind of like totemo or moto, but, like, not one of those. Like, how do you pronounce that sucker? Because that'd be a good one to know, actually. Right, it's cho. Oh, cho! Right. Thank you. Okay. Hooray, learning. Yeah, what was I going to say? But yeah, no, that's good. I mean, well then. Yeah. Totemo is very, moto is a lot, cho is hyper. Yeah, they're all kind of like words in that vein, but I think I have heard cho, but I'm just not like, I've heard it in speech, but it's one of those ones where, like I just did there, I just kind of like, I don't really know what it is, I'm glossing over it, I think I get the general, meaning of things. We've got more bits of work to do here, so let's get them done. You can also superlatize like mecha and mecha kucha, but I don't use those. Oh yeah, I've heard of like mecha. Mecha kucha I'm not entirely sure on, but yeah, okay, I see you. Good stuff. I kind of just want to ask a bunch of questions about your Japanese learning now, actually, because it's just a subject I'm dead interested in. So you know what? I will. Well, only if you don't mind, obviously. Because that's, something I'm definitely, obviously, fascinated in being someone who's learning myself. Hey, gladly. Hell yeah. Thank you very much. So, like, obviously, you've been, like, studying for the JLPT and that. Are we, like... what's been your, like, kind of main, methods for, like, learning that? Like, have you been... Because me, personally... Hold on, I'm gonna... oh, we'll get there, it ain't easy, yeah. It's definitely a long road. But it's a satisfying one, I think. But yeah, so, like... Have you had, like, official classes? Have you been, like, self-teaching yourself online? Because a lot of my study, obviously, when I started taking it seriously, was... I just found, like, the 2K, 6K, like, Anki deck. I picked up the Taikim grammar guide, and I've just been kind of, like, bouncing between those for... years, honestly. And then I think at the start of last year I started doing some proper reading, so I picked up I picked up some Japanese copies of Land of the Lustrous, Way of the House Husband, and Yotsuba. and I started reading all of them. And they were cool. Admittedly, Land of the Lustrous, I think if you're... I have to assume it's fine if you're a native Japanese speaker, but it's a fucking nightmare if you're not. Because literally the first double-page spread of that manga, like, there's 3 different similar-looking characters where I'm sure it'd be abundantly... I use it as my learning guideline, not my goal. I don't have a strict learning schedule either. I'm entirely self-taught. I mean, that's very impressive. I'm a lot worse than I sound, honestly. No, I'd say, honestly, for, like, almost 2 years, you know, like, you're doing... Speaking as someone who's been doing it for, you know, a bit longer than that, like, I'm not going to profess whether I'm better or worse, like it's some kind of competition or whatever. And also because I genuinely don't know. But you're doing, like, you know, to be able to write a sentence like that, you're doing brilliantly. Like, I'd say. And the important thing is that once you get, you know, over to Japan, people will be able to see that, you know, you've been able to make an effort. I've got actually somewhere on the channel, I'm not sure if you were around in that time, because it was maybe a year and a bit ago now, but I went to Japan myself, and I, hold on, I gotta remember, that's it, you. I, like, made a little kind of, like, presentation on stream, like, a while back, of all the different stuff I did, and, like, you know, visited, and all that good stuff. Like, I spent 3 weeks kind of just backpacking around there. Great experience. Like, if you need any tips for your, you know, Japan travel, happy to offer what I know. Take everything you say from random strangers online with a pinch of salt, mind you. But, you know, I've done it. So if you want to learn, study Japanese grammar with a tofugu, and you can follow JLPT. That's what you should probably learn. ATM. They have sample tests. Yeah. Okay. Tofugu's a new one for me. Like I said, I've been mainly going off of Tai Kim, but... Oh, shit. Hold on. Oh, why is everyone here? Why is everyone here? Okay, you 3, get the fuck out. And then, Sergey, why are you here? Oh, if you want to read, I do Tadoku graded readers. They have graded free material. That's huge, actually. Hold on, I'm writing that one down. That's Tadoku, right. Vocab is the old 2K6A, but I've dropped that for like 6 months now. Okay, I'm writing down that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely, like, Anki is definitely like a cruel mistress in that front, because, like, you can start that. I need to move, like, everyone out of Central Command. And then move everyone back to their respective departments. So everyone's just fucking everywhere for some reason. Oh, run! But yeah, like, if you can keep on it, like, I've managed to get mine now to, like, where I've definitely been slacking on adding new cards, but, like, I still do a certain number of, like, cards per day, or per every other day if I'm busy, admittedly. But yeah, that's where, like, the bulk of my vocab comes from. Also, don't want to miss this in chat, but yeah, hi there, Queen of Hatred. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Oh, they're dying. Oh, Adam Lee. Hold on. No, you don't. You fucking live. And get out the... There we go, get out of there. All of you just fucking get out. Jesus Christ. This fucking bird is cooking everyone. Otherwise, I exist in VR chat over a PC every day from 12 to 16, trying to exist around a Japanese friend just immersed like that. That sounds nice, actually. I don't have the, like, VR setup for VR chat, but it has always kind of interested me as a, as, like, a platform for just talking to people. Yeah. Seems like cool stuff. And hell, if you're using it to learn a language as well. Like, I mean, I didn't even consider, you know, that being a possibility, but obviously, you know, you're making it work and it's coming up aces for you. Because the one thing I do, you know, do desperately miss is having some kind of, like, you pick up a lot of words. If you need those friends, stay in your hobby space. For me, VR chess around that time. They spawn randomly. I guess for me, it would probably be... I'm not sure if they have, like VR, like, Reachy Mahjong tables. But, I mean, if they got Japanese folk who are playing them, you know, I'd be definitely down. I know how to, you know, well, my record of the games I played earlier today might not suggest as much, but I do know what I'm doing, roughly. VRC is really accessible for PCs, to go try it. Yeah, maybe I will. I always assumed that to play it in, like, I guess there is, like, a desktop client, as it were, but I always assumed to play it you needed, like, a full, like, headset and stuff. And I guess the other thing is that, obviously, at the, you know, they have to have a big Mahjong place. You'd think so, right? Like, you can't tell me that, like, before stuff like Mahjong Soul came out, I think someone told me that Final Fantasy XIV, like, one of the golden, like, palaces or something, was like the place where people went online to play Mahjong, which is fucking wild. The main place people to go to play Mahjong was originally inside an MMO you had to pay a subscription for. That was nuts. Yeah. No, it's a simple mouse and keyboard setup or a VR. A lot of people do both depending on the day. Okay. Interesting. Maybe I'll give it a poke at some point then. Like, again, probably off stream, obviously, but, you know, just for my own amusement. Because, you know, you see a lot of kind of, like, VR chat-generated content, I guess. And it does all look mighty interesting, I'm not going to lie. Hold on, I got to just... before I start going on this tirade again, I've got to... I've got to actually assign some people some fucking orders so that I can work with the abnormalities. Here we are. Let's get some stats up. Let's go and get these ailifs worked with, because, like, we may as well. Where's Eden going? Agent en route to where? Like... Okay, sure. Whatever. T-shirt, and then you need this. And then I don't really want to work with Firebird, because if it breaks out, it's a pain in the butt. Who's got the orb? Oliver has. Oliver, continue beating the child. And then I guess someone can work insight here. Like, I don't really care who. I'm just looking to get through to the... Why did I send you here? Rhino can get there. There we go. Right, anyway. Okay, so now people are in place. Is that too many people, actually? That might be too many people. I'm derailing myself. You want to force yourself around Japanese people? Try Mezan. It's a kotatsu room where people just hang around. Sitting mute in the corner was my first attempts at immersion. Oh! And that's like, I guess, a room within VR chat? That's huge, actually. Oh. Okay. Yeah, no, I can definitely, you know, I mean, assuming people don't mind me just sitting in on their random conversations, to be fair, which I guess is the kind of point of VR chat. You take that as part and parcel. But, yeah, okay. I'll definitely have to keep that one in mind. I'm learning a lot here, like... Yeah, imagine VR chat as anime Roblox. Close enough. I mean, people will not know you exist. Perfect. Yeah, like I say, if I can just fly on the wall, that stuff, that's the ideal. Yeah, oh wow, that's something special right there, actually. And like I say, I do have to thank you for all the stuff you're giving me as well, because like I say, I'm writing a lot of this stuff down. So hold on, I'm gonna write that last bit down as well. I've got a little what you call it, post-it note, kind of like, you know, the sticky notes app on Windows, just like open, and I'm just like, okay, write that down. This is all good stuff. Okay, we've got a noon ordeal, and it's noon purple, which I believe is the big towers. So we want to move everyone to like here, I think, and then just have them bop, like have them bop the towers one by one, essentially. And then, training girl, you can go and, Tatiana, that's it. You can go and bother this. And then I assume people will get here in time. Maybe they won't. Hold on, let's wait for everyone to get here. It's easy to befriend your average guy, 20 plus, min 20 bucks avatar than you think. If you see them just trying to casually talk to them in Japanese, they love that. Oh. That's God. That's so reassuring. Make sure not to sound too smart, they'll respond smart. You do not want that. Yeah, I think that's a pitfall I fall into a lot when talking in Japanese, because I had that a lot on my trip where, like, I'd spend ages thinking of this perfectly grammatically crafted sentence for, like, the specific issue I was gonna do, and then they'd respond at me, and I'd just go, huh? Like, I need to, me and one of my friends I went with while I was backpacking, we had two very different approaches for it, where, like, he would do, like, essentially, like, caveman speech Japanese, just like, you know, fucking me ooga booga, where is this type thing, you know, like, all, like, very broken and that. Whereas I would, like, try and really think, okay, what would be, like, the right way to say this? You know, with, like, the right tenses and, you know, all that. And I think between us, we managed to kind of, like, you know, lean Oni and his club our way through Japanese. But, yeah, it's kind of just wild how I set myself up for, like, exactly that a lot. Oh, also, hey, I was right. Purple pillars. Yippee. Alright. Kill. Wow, these things go down fast. This is actually going to be, like, pretty easy then. On to the next. But yeah, no, that's definitely something I should give a try at some point. Holy shit, the clerks are almost taking these things down. These noon events really just don't have the source anymore, do they? Okay, oh, hey, there's one in control. We should probably go take out that one. And then I think it's just one in central command. And then we're done with this noon ordeal. Next up is a green dusk. Now, if I remember correctly, green dusk is the robot factories. So they're definitely spooky. Also, in case you don't know, Aizuchi, speech injection, don't cut someone off, say, saw this, saw nanda every sentence or two. They have meaning, but they're for this. Yeah, and I am aware, I didn't know they were called Aizuchi, to be fair, but I am aware of, like, how it's kind of commonplace to, you know, like, have those little interjections to show that you're still following along. To the point where I now kind of somewhat do this in English because I'm just thinking about it, and people look at me like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, no, sorry, not meant to do that. It's literally exactly like that one in, like, a Dogen video. Right? It's just like, you know, the things you do after, like, you've been speaking Japanese for a while, and it's just like, you come back and like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Wait, sorry, I forgot I should actually just let you talk. Oh. Right, another round of work, I believe. Training girl, get over here. We need Rhino on this. I suppose I could give... Okay, agent returns of an artifact. 10 compositions, crumbling armor. Agent any... Okay. I started saying instead of because of eto and he. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh. But yeah, no, definitely the like it's all kind of like stuff is. To be fair, I think it's one of a few things I think, you know, would be cool. I guess maybe it'd be cool in English. I don't know. It's kind of like one on a list of a few things I think would be cool in English that they have in Japanese. Naturally, now I've brought this topic up, like, all the others that I was thinking of have just, like, promptly fucking fled from my head. But I'm trying to think, what was one of the other ones I saw, like, recently? I thought, like, why don't we have this? I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a whole list of ones I can say the other way as well, where it's like, just like, why does Japanese do this? Like, I mean, I will always... I guess, actually, one thing Japanese does that English doesn't, and in fact, a lot of English native speakers don't know that English does this, is you can put, like, anything in any order, and that's fine. Whereas, like, English, we're so picky about that. Even right down to, stop me if you've heard this before. In fact, yeah, I'll say it anyway, but if you've never heard of it before because you're a native English speaker, Kind of reminds me of saying "que" in Spanish. Just "que." We don't do Aizuchi because we accept we have an idea. We say the full idea and they get response. Japanese has collaborative Lego vibes. Yeah, because a lot of it is so much more of it is based on implied kind of stuff. Like, you know, once a subject has been established, that subject is the subject until a newer one is established. But like, yeah, Japanese's ability to like put things in any order is great. But whereas in English, like, we do this with so much things, like adjective order is a big thing that if you're a native English speaker, you just know how to do this. But like, there's I can't remember how long it is. I think it's like something ridiculous, like a 13 long list of like, you know, location, color, size, you know, some other attributes. Oh yeah, as an ESL speaker, English sentence structure was a pain, right? Yeah, you get it, Mimi. But like, there's this big long list of things that, you know, is the way adjectives should be put in order. So it's the reason why we can say something like the big blue whale, and that sounds fine. But you never hear anyone saying the blue big whale. That just sounds wrong. Because you instinctively know it's the wrong adjective order, but you've never thought about that before in your life. Asking a question, omitting verbs, finding a sentence on ha, ga, or messes me up so bad. Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely not, like, that would mess me up as well. Although on the subject of, like, things that also mess me up in Japanese, hey Japan, you know that set of numbers you've got? Why do they change based on what shape the thing you're counting is? What's that about? Why would you do this? It boggles my mind that, like, okay, so the number for 1 is ichi. It's like, okay, sure, so, you know, I guess if we want to say one person, that's like ichijin or ichihito, depending on how you want to pronounce the kanji that day, right? And they're like, no, it's hitotsu. I'm like, fucking why? You have numbers, use them. Counter, yippee, let me fix your life. Count only insu. Yeah, you can use the general counter, for sure. But like, I want to like do things properly, and it properly sucks. Oh. But yeah, because you can use, like, you know, hitotsu, futatsu, mitsu, yotsu, yeah, you know, soro, all that kind of, like, on from there. God, can I get, Lena, can I get nothing there to shut up? That'd be great. Okay, we're actually almost up for this Dusk Ordeal, so I might have to lock in for a second there. But yeah, like, that's definitely something I found, while I was over there, like, you know, ordering drinks and that. It's like, well, you know, is this technically... Japanese people are also reverting to su for a lot of things. Okay. Yeah, because, like, I know obviously, like, people use the kind of, you know, that. I think building floors are still in, like, you know, ikai, nikai, all that. And then there's, like, a handful of other ones, like the way they do months and dates, definitely. Or, like, minutes is definitely, I think, still, like, ippun, and then, like, Bun, and then Sanbun, I want to say. Like, it rotates between, like, Fu, Pu, and Bu, depending on the number, in, like, a kind of weird order. But, yeah, okay, so we got one more there. Now, I don't know what my best strat is against bot factories, I'll be honest. And I would like to not lose people on this dusk. I had this with my friend. Ooh. Okay, right. Let's move everyone to information, I think, is maybe not a bad bet. And then we just send Training Girl to, like, live... I don't really know. I think this might be where Training Girl, like, snuffs it, but... You know what? She did her job, which is allowed me to start this day. Because I think I have to try and just secure upper. The exceptions are 3 and 8. We do not know why. Yep. Just, you get some of them that are just like, oh, but this number's different. Or like days as well. Like, I don't know what it is with days and number of years old, but for some reason 20's a big fucking deal. Like, you've got like Hatachi, I think, for 20 years old, and Hatsuka for like 20th of the month. Which is nowhere near Niju. Like, what do you mean? Why is this like this? Oh. I mean, you know, in the immortal words of one Inugami Korone, not understand. Oh. Alright, anyway, bot factories. Let's see where they're going to spawn. Yeah, and also if I'm right on bot factories. Because 20 got a word because it's culturally relevant. I suppose, yeah. Okay, so where have we got our factories? We've got... okay, there's one in disciplinary. But the other 3 are all near here, which is actually really good news for us, so... we're going to first secure safety, I think. We're just going to try and nip that in the bud right away. Kill it. Ooh. Okay. How's everyone's health doing? I'm going to need a quick stat check. Information team took a hit there. There's a couple of people. Oh my god, Adam almost died. Okay. We're going to send people down to safety to heal then. Now that we've secured this, like, oh Jesus. Oh yeah, no, Tanya's dead. That's just going to kind of happen. But yeah, no, we need some healing here. I'm going to try and pick out people who are, like, super low as well. It's like, Adam, I'm sorry, you're just going to have to, like, not be on this one. You're too weak to red. I think that means everyone else is healed up, so we're going to take out this doubt here. Because we can take out the little doubts, no problem, I think. Unless, like, fucking, or everyone goes mad. That would be kind of bad, I think. Hello? Gamers, can we... fair enough. You know what? You can deal with that first. There we go. And... kill it. Kill it with fire. Oh, back out. Back out. Back the fuck out. That's a lot of machines. Oh, Nicole's fucking dead, huh? Do I waste bullets here? Live, Nicole! Holy shit, she lived. Right, where are you? Get the fuck out of here. Go and live with, oh, they're charging. Sick. Go smack them. We can outdo the healing. No, not what I would ask you to focus on. Okay. Could be a lot worse. Why are you guys still standing here? I need you in here, like, immediately. Right. Take this thing down before it shits out more things. Courtney's dead. Okay. Courtney and Ferenz are dead. That's not great. I did push that one quite hard. Katya? The fact you're weak to red is kind of really harsh in the vibe. I need you to sit down here. Right. Okay. So everyone more or less healed now. Is it a good caveman speech? At some point, great strat. Respond simply. People understand a lot with very little. Don't respond, watashi wa sono yatsu, bun karanai. Just say, oh, sorry, no, not bun, waka. Oh yeah, wakaranai. Just say wakaranai. Learn contextual conversation. Yeah. Also, if you want to sound smart, also stop using watashi, take boku or ore, though they give you boku energy. The smart one, not the young one. Pitch difference. Yeah. That's another thing I like about Japanese. There's a bunch of different verbs, well, not verbs. So there's a bunch of different, like, forms of, like, watashi, which you can use depending on how you want to sound. So, you know, you got, your watashis, you got your, like, your boku and ores for your more male ones. You've got, your atashi for female. You've got your, like, wagahai if you want to sound like a fucking old samurai for some reason. It's cool shit. Hey, can you not shit out things? Nice. Okay. So now... we have a lot of central command to clear up. So let's start getting down there. And then we'll deal with the fallout with the guys walking down here later. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? If we're going to all walk past him, we may as well jump him. Does it get us here? take that out. We really kind of don't want to fuck around with this any more than we have to. So I say we duck into here. Waga High textbook Japanese sounds really funny. Yeah, I can imagine. It's just like Waga High, and that's as much old, you know, lean samurai speak as I've got. Okay, all of our healing is going to be real slow. I kind of also don't want to, like, take on 2 of these in the same room, I guess, because that killed a lot of people last time. It's not great for us. Now one of them's out, however. Jump this man. There we are. And now jump this man. Oh, cool. That's another, like, 3 of them. Okay, not ideal. But, like, maybe we can run past them. Not if they're both coming this way. I think we've got to try it, unfortunately. Ugh. Get out there. Kill the factory. Okay, right. Factory down. Now, unless I'm mistaken... Prithee, where is the bathroom? Oh, yeah. I feel like you don't really get the full effect unless you do the other half, like, smart as well. But yeah, no, it's still very funny to say if you want to do some, like, really goofy emphasis. Like, you probably shouldn't. But I know that I could. And that's important. Alright, kill this man. And we've just got the dregs to mop up now. Unfortunately, some of these dregs are, like, kind of strong. Hey, guys, do you want to not stand still just because he's gone in a doorway? Right, come on. Let's be having you. Right. That's that. Now, what are we looking for? In terms of other people, we have... I don't think there's anyone left. A benefit of having VLC on desktop is you can have G-Show open for a quick Alt-Tab word searches, MIG Convo, Lifesaver. Oh, yeah, yeah. Like, obviously, that's my kind of one go-to, like, Lifesaver whenever I'm, looking at, what do you call it? Like, whenever I'm looking at my Anki cards as well, it's just like, how do I, you know, what's this word, kanji again? It's like, oh, yeah. Also, making a notepad file with new words you feel are good to have on hand for conversation. For sure, yeah. Like, it's kind of something I already somewhat do, because I have, like, as well as my core 2K6 Anki deck, I have a mining deck where I just put words that mainly I find from the stuff I read. And I'm like, oh, didn't know that, but, like, you know, could be neat. Right, let's get you, actually, shall we? Let's just try and clear out these lower floors, and then there'll be a couple of people on the upper floors that we didn't quite nail the first time around. Like, you, sir, you look like you could do with, some percussive maintenance, shall we say. There we are. Okay, so we've only lost a couple of people, and like I said, we're probably going to memory repo this day anyway, once we get Gabura's quest done. Just hit him with the Chotomate Jisho or, Toter? I think that's Toter? And fix whatever issue you two are having in communication. Yeah. That's also a phrase I'm going to have to, remember as well. That's a dead youth one. I'm surprised you lot are still alive, I'll be honest. I didn't think you would be, but I guess as long as the bunch of yellow ones didn't run into you, you'd be fine. I think you're the last gamer. So we can have you, Oh no, there's 2 of you. There we go. Right. Okay, Dusk Ordeal done. Now we've got that Midnight Ordeal, which I might just kind of call the rabbits on. Oh. The other ones do not run into me. I am the last gamer. Oh. Oh yeah, like I say, it's, you know, so we lost a person from training. We lost 2 people from information, which is surprising, honestly. I thought they were kind of goated, but apparently not. Apparently I gave them all, like, hyper not resist red armor. And, the enemies that have giant saw blades that do tons of red damage, did not take kindly to this. Okay, let's get some more of you in here. Yeah, okay, so we lost Augur, which is a shame, I think. Maybe. Hey, Child of the Galaxy, you want to go and, like, do that? You there. You already know where you're going. Same with you, which I think I tried to set up before, but then I got distracted by looking at the deaths. Yeah, so Augur's dead. Titania's dead, which we knew. Yeah, Ferenz and Courtney. Like, I guess you both were weak to red, but damn, I didn't think you were, like, down and out like that. Alrighty then. Right. Again, just put, like, fucking anyone anywhere, really. Because we've been on this day for quite a while, as it turns out. Almost an hour and a half, because I've been stopped to... Oh, we have minus 50% to everyone in, like, a department that doesn't have members. Punching Bird. Okay, that's fine. I panicked for a second, then I remembered, no, wait, it's just Punching Bird. We don't care. I'm going to insight work both of these. And then hopefully, like, that gets us close. Cedric, can you still hug Letitia? There we are. That, like, another 3 on that. That should be fine, right? Oh, another 3 will actually tip us over the edge for... No, we'll be 1 off. We'll be 1 off. This is exactly the right amount. And while I'm at it, once, like, our 2 guys control Chris and Eden. Yeah. Chris and Eden come out of these, rather horrendous, there we are, Aleph abnormality things. I may as well just tell them to sit down here. In case we have a meltdown there. Wait for, there we are, Cedric to come out of Letitia. Wait for Punching Bird to stop being a dickhead. Like, if you finish punching people, can you go back to your lean... Are you done? I want to make sure you can melt down, because having you be one of the 10 I have to deal with could be quite good, actually. Like me, personally. Also, I am slowly restocking bullets with each, like, meltdown, I think. Perhaps. Okay, right. So... Who do I want to send where? I guess I should send Cedric to go and, like, beat up... What was it, Sergey? It was definitely Sergey, yeah. Sergey, beat up the child, and then we'll see what's melting. Should be, like, everything down here, actually, to be fair. So we got, what, 4, 8, 12, 13. So, yeah, basically, none of this can melt. So it's just stuff down here. We have Letitia's melting, so Cedric's going to need to pay her another visit. The Firebird's melting. Acacia, sure. In a surprise to literally no one, because I literally planned this, you can go to there. Yeah. Chris can go to nothing there, because of course they were going to melt down. You can go there. Notes from a crazed researcher. I mean, I guess Eden can pick this up en route. No, actually, I don't want to risk her blowing up. We don't really care about energy quota. If we're being honest, we are living on so much energy, it doesn't matter. You're not dying by going there. I guess I'll send someone to work Schadenfreude, although I'm not happy about it. Not Instinct, though. Instinct is, like, the thing you like the least. It's, Justice we want to work. There we go. What do you like? Insight, sure. Someone go and, like, Haru, go look at him. I wouldn't mind sending someone to pick up the heart, but also, do we care? You know what, Katja, go pick up the heart, why not? And then, Warm-Hearted Woodsman and Notes from a Crazed Researcher, we're just letting And I'm running out of any more advice. Remember, these people are not there to teach you Japanese. You are not entitled to force them into a conversation with people. Remember common sense and practicing. Oh, for sure. Yeah, no. So definitely one of the things, apologies if I got to that message a bit late, by the way. I was just a bit focused. This is a midnight green ordeal. That sounds quite bad. But we'll see what it is. My hope with this midnight green ordeal is that we can... It just spawns in, like, a couple of departments, and we can just rabbit it and be like, yeah, okay, done. Bye. It looks like, yeah, we took 2 hits there, and it's nothing, honestly. It's literally nothing. But yeah, no, one of the things, I guess, why I've never done that before is because, particularly with, you know, Japan being such a respectful, like, you know, respect and honor-based kind of society, almost, I feel, like... more terrible than I do normally if I, like, fuck something up or, like, you know, intrude on a... Oh, it's your first time running into it? I don't think it's likely to go well. Yeah, my current plan is just throw rabbits at it and hope it, like, works. All the midnights are really tough and take a little bit of planning ahead of time. Well, have we got any insight on what this one might be, Dreamer? Because I don't particularly feel like throwing away an hour and a half of, you know, admittedly just kind of casual yapping. But still... I will fully take the spoiler here. Oh, this is the best ordeal IMO. Rabbits won't help much. Okay. Not exactly what I want to hear, but... Like, does anyone have the lowdown on this? It's the best of the midnights for sure. Okay. That's positive. But, like, what's the skinny on this? Like, how we doing? Okay, right. Yeah, you get Cedric back over here, because why not? Oh, Dreams of a Black Swan only has 1 left. That's concerning. Well, I hope that doesn't happen. Right. A couple of people from here to go here. It attacks the whole facility, so you can't keep you guys safe by sending the rabbits after it and taking everyone out. Yeah, that's not ideal. Okay. And also really annoying. So is it a case of just kind of like group up and deathball it? Is what I'm hearing? I just make sure I'm not working too many places at once. I don't think I am. Should be fine here. Go and send someone to cuddle that guy again. Yeah. Yeah, Sergey, you can go work with the child, who is really upset again for some reason. Why does he keep dropping? It was Oliver I sent to before. Right, that might be why. Okay. There's a big laser and you want to keep microing your guys out of it. I think I have vague recollections of this one. Okay. Okay. So, we group up, we dodge the laser. I think I can do that. If I remember correctly, it normally spawns in, like, information, right? So if I have a bunch of people just, like, chilling here... There we go. And then we're just gonna kind of hit it very hard and hope for the best. Because then I guess it becomes a case of, do I do more damage than the rabbits or not? Because if it's going to attack the entire thing anyway, then like, The safest place to sit is in an elevator. So something like this, yeah. Right, we'll send... Let's see, one more person to work with. Reichutz, just like... Sure, Tom, why not? Okay, right. Because when the laser is meant to reach, you can go up or down past its say. Oh, that's huge, actually. Okay. Right. That's how you dodge it. Right. Okay. That's big. That's big. That could be very big. Now, we're going to need to send someone who we, like, don't mind dying, essentially, because they're probably not going to get caught in the And I'm also going to slow the game speed right down so we have maximum amount of time to kind of work with stuff. I'm luckily feeling myself get tired again, so I'll take this chance to head out and try and get my 5 hours remaining sleep. Well, thank you very much for stopping by, Antipixel. Like I say, it's actually been, like, really good chatting with you. Yeah, so I've definitely learned a lot from that. I hope I've been entertaining as a kind of, you know, as recompense for that. And, yeah. Yeah, go get a good night's kip. Oyasumi. Oh. God, yeah, that was very nice. Right. So, okay, well, someone who, like, gets owned by Red, but isn't, Rogan, maybe? No. Adam, yes. Adam can go and work in the site here. And now we've got to... Helix at the end. The tower is touched by the sky and will leave nothing but earth. So here's my question. If I can dodge this thing by, like, going through the elevators, could I not just call rabbits on this and then, like, fuck off over to here? Is that not a thing? I've also got to work out which way this is moving. If it's going to the left, then I'm going to need... The rabbits are too stupid to fight it well. Ah, I see. Wait, why is everyone panicking? Okay, no, it's not everyone panicking, it's just, you can call the rabbits, they'll deal a little damage, then get wiped by the laser. Why is everyone dying? Hang on. That... I don't get why people are dying. What's everyone's health? Completely wiped. Oh, this is doing white damage. Okay. That's kind of fucked. Jesus, and a lot of it as well. Okay. So just standing near this thing is doing shitloads of white damage for some reason. Huh. Well, how the fuck am I meant to beat that? And also, it'd be great if I could stop seeing nervous in front of everyone's head and just have some, like, actual numbers. It's like, London's just dead. What the fuck? Okay, hold on. Range people can stay for it. Melee needs to go later. Oh, so, like, people can't be in range now? Because, like, I can't, like... I just can't see shit in here. So it's either everyone's there or no one's there. So if there are members here that can't be here now, then everyone needs to go, as far as I'm concerned. Like... Okay. See, now they look fine. Maybe, can I just find, like, Eden? Like, can you just go and bop it? Is that a second laser coming the other way? A real shame if that... And it endures white, okay. Right, okay. It's not really doing too much to it. Was that just the sanity hit actually from... just entering the room with it? Is that what we're seeing here? Is that why people's sanity was so low? I'm gonna give this a go again. Right, okay. Jesus, yeah, this is gonna be a long fight. Uh-huh. Right, okay, so aside from the fact some people just lost their minds from being in the same room as this thing. Right, let's get everyone back here. Because I'm going to try this, this dodge. be fair, the laser looks like it moves slow enough that this dodge is, like, very doable. So we're going to sit here. We're going to heal for a bit. Unless you're going to tell me that, like, if it, like, gets back up to here, then it just nukes everyone. In which case, I guess I'm fucked regardless. Because, yeah, like I say, my hope is you can have it pointing in this kind of gap here, and then we can maneuver through it. Yeah, once it passes the elevator below it, go down, you'll be safe. Excellent. Right. Okay. That is enormous. And thank you very much, Current Dreamer, for letting me know that, because, yeah, like I say, I don't think I would have thought of it. Okay, go. Get the fuck out of there. Suckers. Is it speeding up? Is it just me, or is it speeding up? Right, go. And now I guess we'll see what happens when it does this. Okay, it's not speeding up that much, maybe? Right. Now, if it just keeps rotating that, then this is alright. But if it expects me to, in fairness, if it expects me to one-cycle this, that was never happening. It's fizzing. Does it, like, explode now or something? Genuine question. Like, should I be moving people out of this room right now? Because it stopped rotating, and I saw this fizzle, and I am mildly concerned. I'm gonna maybe wait for an answer on that. Or if I don't get one, I might just Google it, because I'm not fucking around with this one. No, it's been a while. I don't remember if you need to walk out the room. Okay, we've got one no and one unsure. But it just keeps going. You don't need to one-cycle it. Okay, that's fine. Okay, yeah, so it's turned off. Oh, right, and then it just, like, presumably resets here. Damn, okay, yeah, if you survive a sweep of it, it really does give you a ton of time to wail on it, huh? Okay, yeah. This is all hunky-dory, then. And then we are going round this way again. Hey, aces! Well, thank you very much for the help there, Current Dreamer and Zenki. I think we should have this one in the bag. Weirdly, I lost more units to, we lost a couple to this, but I think I lost more to the Lean Dusk Ordeal than I did this Midnight one. Like, even the music's gone like, ah, yeah, you got this. Just keep wailing on it. Until we get to about, like, you know... God, this thing has so much fucking health. God damn. Okay, we can stay for a little bit, but again, just keep an eye on it. Although, to that note, we also don't need to risk anything. If we can just, keep cycling it here, then there's literally no dishonor in getting out a little bit early. Yeah, not now. Say around about now, though, actually. You know what, I'm gonna call it quits there, shall we say. There we go. And then wait for you to speed up and come around here. Like, I could still be attacking this, but I'm not sure how big the actual hitbox on this thing is compared to, like, its animation. So, like, you know, well, what point is it going to, like, stub someone's toe and, like, immediately obliterate them? I don't know, so I'm not risking shit. Uh-huh. Okay, then we will move now. And then wait for it to go back past this one here. This elevator thing is so funny, actually. Right, there we go. And again, we're going to just wait for it to, you know, leer up a bit. Just make sure it's well out of harm's way. And then go back in there and start hitting it again. There we go. And I can probably even speed this up. Do. There we go. Whew. Right. Well, thankfully, that's a midnight ordeal done. So we can end our day there, because Lord knows I don't want to stay around for any longer. Dead 4 on that, and then dead 3 on the midnight, which is kind of wild. Let's do this. Not that I think it matters, because it will just be like memory repoing once we get the cutscene. What do we got? Blood covers the whole floor. Only device becomes cautious and aware of your surroundings. Oh, fairies! Neat. I know the fairies. They're chill. I think I've read this one. Yeah. We've read that, and then... Oh, God, do excuse me, my model tracking wigged out a bit there. Okay, expand disciplinary. And then we get a new research thing, I think, because we've done all of her quests now. I forget what exactly her last research thing is. Also, do we not get a cutscene here? Today's actually Gabura's birthday. Oh, hey, bada bing! Expand the department to level 5. Expand Chess's department to level 5. Okay. But we can do that, like, on a memory repo. So we'll rewrite the memory repository. And... let's rewind the memory repo. Yeah. Let's do that. And you know what, actually? I think in light of that, because, you know, as I mentioned, you know, at the top of stream, I am a little on the, I believe the technical term, or at least the internet lingo for this is I'm a little bit on the eepy sleepy side of things. What we're going to do is we're going to unassign people from here. Like how just everyone on this team, actually everyone on this team has the fucking pipe. Oh. They call them the chain smokers. Right, Kim can go to welfare. You three can go to here. I am going to put 5, maybe 4 new people in training. As soon as I can... Yeah, okay. Cedric, cool. Can you go away? There we go, thank you. I'm going to hire some people who help me do that. So, we're going to hire... first off... Antipixel. We're gonna hire... ooh, can I be a nugget? Indeed, current dreamer. In fact... ooh. Current dreamer, there we go. We're gonna hire... Zenki, who is definitely here as well. And we're gonna hire... you know what, Mimi's also been in here tonight. Let's put Mimi in here. Oh, wait, shit, wrong button. Yeah, there we go. Right. There we are. And you lot will be what we're going to be training up next stream, I suppose. Just doing some training, some chill vibes. It's going to be a good one. But yeah, I think I am going to end off stream, like I say, a bit earlier today here. Thank you, I guess, thank you for those of you who stuck around and helped me check this, like, what do you call it? Check this midnight ordeal out. Hopefully we never have to do one again, although to be fair, if we do get that particular midnight one, that's actually kind of, like, really not bad. And yeah, God, this is why I'm heading off slightly early, because I'm struggling to string sentences together because I need to go to bed. Quickly check if you have an employee with 4 ego gifts. Okay, I think my best bet of that is this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, I do. What's the situation with that, Zenki? Because there's 4 ego gifts are on Chris here. I don't think Eden has, like, Eden probably only has 1, right? Oh, 2. My bad. Rhino has 2. Laverne has 3. But yeah, no. Chris has 4 ego gifts. And is, like, probably, like, God's strongest warrior at the minute. I mean, look at that justice. Like, 90 plus 30. Like, oh, beautiful. You're all set for later. I love your cryptic hints. That's good to know. If that's something I should have, don't tell me why, but at the moment, obviously, maybe when it comes up, or when I've run into it a bit, but like, yeah, definitely good to know. Thank you for that. And I hope you all enjoy your little agents or operatives or nuggets, whatever you want to call them, down here. So yeah, like I say, gonna leave off stream a little early tonight. Don't forget to tune in this Sunday at 5 PM BST, by the way, for a big Blood in the Clock Tower collab with a bunch of cool VTubers, all being well. Yeah, if you enjoy social deduction games, like, you know, Mafia, Werewolf, if you just want to see a bunch of cool different people I'm collabing with, yeah, I'd recommend turning up then. It's gonna be good. But as for now, I'm gonna find someone to raid into on the Twitch side, because I really should do more of that. Let's have a look. Let's raid into... I like this. Let's go here, shall we? Yeah, I like this model. Let's go down here. So we'll raid into there. And then for anyone on the YouTube side or anywhere else, and in fact, the Twitch viewers who are still here, thank you all very much for watching. I've been Artorius Winchester, and I'll see you next time, which will be on that Sunday. Farewell!